Why are you being foolish? The day God slapped me. Yes, he did the thing. Ouch. Here's how it happened. It was 6th June 2023. It was a Tuesday. And remember, this is like a month after I had received a revelation from God about the voice of doubt that was affecting me, that was holding me back. So it's like God had decided He needs to amp the lessons He's giving me. He has to like switch something up so that I can not lose the momentum. I love God for this, Mazi. That's how I know I can never be a failure because God is so invested in me. God, hey, the things He's doing. But then I just love God for this. He's invested in my success. I have seen it when I seem to be going in a hole. Man, he'd rather just snatch me by force and shake me up. I love it. So that's why he slapped me. He doesn't just leave you to your devices. He holds your hands. He leads you on. He kicks your bottom if you deserve it. you know, he'll nudge you like keep going, keep going, keep going. So I love that about him. So anyway, this day I was listening to Joyce Meyer on Radio 316, and Joyce Meyer was talking about foolishness. Hey, foolishness. Foolishness is knowing what you ought to do, but you don't do it. I've never had it talked about this way, that it is actually foolishness to know what you need to do, but you don't do it. I think nowadays, in today's culture, we sugarcoat many things. We say, oh, somebody is struggling with this, yet the reality they're being foolish. Somebody is lazy, yeah, and foolish. Like we don't call things out. We don't call things what they really are. Let's call things what they are. It will help us. And for real, when I heard my life being described, and foolishness is part of that description, it really like blew my mind. It's like light bulbs were going off all over the place. I thank God for that broadcast because it really opened my mind. That was a slap. It opened my mind, and that was the slap. Joyce Meyer, in that teaching, she was saying, you should forgive somebody, but you're just walking around with a bag of unforgiveness, with bitterness, clouding your life, clouding your judgments, everything. Why don't you just forgive? She's saying you don't have a job, but you have some resources you have access to, and you can start something of your own, but you say they are jobless. Why? I mean, she talked of you wake up every day, you have strength, but your house is a dump. Why aren't you cleaning it? Your kitchen sink is full of dirty dishes. You're not cleaning. Foolishness. You need to, you're jobless. You're not applying for jobs. That is being foolish. You have a laptop, you can craft applications. You have Wi-Fi, you have data. You can use that to do research on a certain topic, to research companies that you can work for. You can use it to contact people who you can partner with on something. You have a smartphone, you can shoot content. You have a device, a piece of equipment, um, like for example, a blow dryer. You can blow dry your neighbor's children and earn some money, but you're just there staying broke. Foolish, foolish. Like you have a skill. You can tutor children in a certain subject and earn some money. You can repair things. You can work with your hands, whatever it is. You can cook something and sell it, but you're not doing it. You're sitting there broke. Foolish. Maybe you have a backyard. You can grow some food. Maybe you have some expertise you can put in a book, package it as a book, as a course, as an online course. You can start being a speaker. You can go into schools. You can start teaching people. Let me tell you, scales were just falling off my eyes, left, right, center. It's like there were layers and layers and layers of scales. It wasn't one guy. It was many. Hey, sikaanza kutoka. Like, guy, yeah, I've been foolish. Guy. Aki, it was just realization after realization after realization. That was a slap. That was a slap. Maybe it was even multiple slaps. Why lie? Amka, get up. Stop dreaming. Stop being foolish. I mean, it was like, which reminds me of the Israelites in the Bible, in the Old Testament, when they went round the mountain so many times. And the question is, how many times do you want to go round the mountain instead of marching straight on toward the promised land? How many times? That's the thing. MTJ, the YouTuber, talks about living the same year twice. And I was thinking, how many times do you want to live the same year twice, the same month twice, the same week twice, the same day twice? Like, just living in this state where nothing is happening, you're not progressing. It's the same day over and over and over and over again until a year has passed. Why are you content to live like that? Why do you keep on desiring certain outcomes, but every time you're doing things that take you in the opposite direction? Foolish, foolish. And I realized that if I don't change, I'm as good as dead. Back to living the same year twice. Like somebody who's living, it's like you're dead because nothing is changing in your life. If nothing is changing, you're as good as dead. If you're not growing, you're as good as dead. I always say life is all about growth. If you're not growing, guess what? You're dead. You're dead. So if you're living the same day twice, the same week twice, the same month twice, the same year twice, guess what? Maybe you're dead and you don't know, or you're dying and you are clueless. I realized I needed to change. I started to identify things in my life that were actually foolish things that I was doing, actions that were feeding the foolish persona, actions that were actually proving that I'm being foolish and acting foolish. I started identifying those things and doing the opposite. So I was like, hey, I'm entering this wisdom era. I am entering this season where I'm not going to be foolish anymore. Foolish no more. Actually, I would wake up in the morning, foolish no more. Foolishness is not my portion. I'm not going to be foolish anymore. God help me. Help me not be foolish. So that's the thing. Don't be a piece of dead weight hanging around life. Nobody wants dead weight hanging around them. Nobody. The universe itself does not want dead weight. Like, earn your keep. You can be a solution and not a problem. A solution provider and not a problem creator. What is it do you have right now, but you're not utilizing it to fulfill God's purpose for your life? What is it? And why not? That's my challenge to you today. Till next time.